Hey, good morning. It's Reggie Pegues here. Happy Monday. Happy Monday. Hope you had a great and wonderful weekend. And today we're continuing our You Are Worthy series. And if you're watching me on YouTube, as always, this started off as a Facebook Live. So just indulge me as people come on as I acknowledge them in real time. And when you come on, just type in the comments and let me know where you're viewing me from. Like, good morning, my good friend Ryan McGriff. How are you doing, my brother? So good to see you. So happy for you and your family and the way that your business is growing. Fred Klein, good morning. Thank you for joining this morning. I think you're a first-time viewer. Good morning. And as you can see in the comments, today we're going to talk about there's a reason why it has to be you. There's a reason why it has to be you. So let me start off by asking you a question. Did you know that there are people that are waiting on you? There are people that are waiting on you specifically. So you may ask, Reggie, what are you talking about? What do you mean by there are people who are waiting for me? When I started realizing, hey, my niece is on. Sabrina, good morning. How are you doing, darling? When I first really started taking full responsibility of myself and doing self-assessment about myself, I realized that in this life, each and every one of us, whether you accept the responsibility or not, part of our purpose is that we have people who are assigned to us. Good morning, Miss Woods. Good to see you. Good morning. There are people who are specifically, Dorville Carter, good morning. There's people that are specifically assigned to each and every one of us. And the reason they are assigned to us is because they're part of our journey. They're part of our purpose. As I grew up and experienced different things, I remember as a child, as a young person, a wonderful woman, Joyce Myers, bless her soul, may she rest in peace. One day I was, a part of a, good morning, Caitlin, good to see you. I was a part of a sports program, and, I was 11, 12 years old, and just out of nowhere, she just grabbed me. And this woman she was a very large woman. When I say large, I'm saying tall. She was very tall. She was like 6'3", 6'4", and she liked to wear heels. So imagine being like a 12-year-old kid, like maybe 123 pounds, 130 pounds, soaking wet. And she was had such the biggest personality and the greatest persona. And I remember being on my way to the gym, and she just stopped me. And she stopped me, and she took my face, and she put her hands on both sides of my face. And she looked me deep in the eye, and she said, listen, you're special. She said, you're special. You're meant to do great things. And, I was a 12-year-old kid, so I was like, okay, yeah, great. I want to go play basketball. But that stuck with me. Later on, as, I grew to know her and got older, she kept teaching me and talking to me, and other people talked to me about my assignment. My assignment, that there were people who were assigned to me specifically, that there were people who needed to hear my voice, that there are people, knowingly or not, that if I don't become and walk in my purpose and walk in my greatness and become who I was created to be, by me not doing that, I'm affecting the outcomes of some other people. Now, I know this may be counterintuitive to a lot of people. This may be something that's strange, but it's true, because hopefully maybe you may be familiar with the term 6 degrees of separation, that each and every human being on the planet is separated by 6 other people. And I've been blessed to travel, and I've been blessed to travel the world, and I've met people, family members overseas. I've met people actually from my community in other countries. I travel around the country and I'll bump into people all the time. And one of the jokes my children, particularly my oldest son, used to always make, and my daughter does now, she says, you know, they all said, can we go any place where people don't know you? And what I realize is that we're all connected. We're all connected because we're part of the human race. You know, before we start breaking it up into colors and, you know, nationalities and ethnicities and things like that, we're part of the human race, and we're only separated by 6 degrees. 6 degrees. So I welcome my assignment. I welcome my assignment, and I realize that my job is, and my responsibility is to make sure that I become the best person I can be. I make sure that my voice is heard, to make sure that I touch as many lives as I possibly can, to make sure that I don't pass through this life and don't make an impression on this generation. So when you understand the reason why it has to be used, because only you can do it. Why? Why is it that only you can do it? Because you were created with a purpose. You were created with specific DNA that only you, through your voice, your gifts, and your talents, can bring it to this world. And what happens is, too many of us, we fall short of that, because with accepting that responsibility that only you can do it, comes responsibility. It's a challenge. It's easier to shrink back. Good morning, Maurice Walker. Good morning. It's easier for us to shrink back than to accept our assignment and step up into our purpose. You were meant for greatness. You're worthy to have the lifestyle and the outcomes that you want to have. But the way the principle and the process works is that the more people you serve, the more what you desire comes to manifestation. So you have to have a servant's heart. Most of us on here, there's a lot of leaders on here. Caitlin, I know, is a leader. Maurice Walker. I saw Ryan on here earlier. Dorville Carter, somebody that I grew up with. Teresa Woods. You're all leaders. You're all leaders. And it's not easy being a leader. Oftentimes it can be very lonely being a leader. Good morning, Renee Burke. Good morning. You know, it's not easy being a leader, but here's what I know. When I wasn't accepting my assignment, when I wasn't stepping up into my purpose, when I wasn't being the very best me, when I wasn't nurturing the seeds of greatness that were within me, I always had this nagging feeling that I should be doing something else. My gifts and my talent is teaching. Good morning, Patrick. Good to see you. I'm a teacher. That's what I do. I'm a teacher. I teach. I've taught from very early ages. You know, age of 13. I teach whatever it is, because I understand the responsibility of knowledge. The responsibility of knowledge is to teach. And if you want to get better at something, teach it. So I teach. But I've always had a heart for helping as many people as I possibly can wherever I could. So I realized that only I could do what I do. Only you can do what it is that you do. I just seen, like I said, my friend Patrick on here just jumped on. And Patrick is you know, he's, you know, a DJ, but I consider him to be a musician, because it takes skill, talent, and ability to be able to take music and blend it together. And you got to understand timing, and you got to understand tempo, and you got to, you know, everybody that's on here has a gift. You know, everybody has a gift, and you got to step up in your purpose. You got to understand. Now, I got one more point. If you're getting any value, let me get some likes here. Let me get some hearts. Get me, you know, comment in the, you know, say I get it, you know, in the comments, you know. But we all have gifts. We all have gifts and we have talents. And you're doing, not only are you doing yourself a disservice, but you're doing God a disservice when you're not stepping up in who you are. You have to understand the challenges have not come to stop you. God's allowed it. He's allowed it in your life because there's a lesson that you need to get. There's, if it was easy, everybody's heard this terminology. If it was easy, everybody would be doing it. So I thought about it today. This week, I'm creating a presentation program for my tribe. Lord have mercy. Prospering You crew, which is part of our Prospering You Network marketing group. And I've been working like crazy since last Monday. Today makes a whole week, and I've been working like crazy putting this stuff together. And I had to push through the challenges because every time I hit a roadblock, I was like, I want to quit. But I said, I can't quit because, see, somebody needs to hear my voice. Somebody needs to hear this message. Somebody needs to get this information. I've been assigned to help somebody to get to the next level. So I wouldn't quit. And I've been writing, I've been doing things that I didn't normally do. I thank God that for my daughter who has she's going to school and she's, basically studying technology. So all this new stuff about writing code and video stuff and all the stuff that I don't know, she knows. And that's a blessing to have that kind of knowledge in the house. And so I pushed through. So yesterday was a long day, guys. It was a long day for me because it's a 5-day presentation. So it's a 5-day Facebook challenge, and I'm teaching on prospecting, helping my fellow online marketers learn how to properly prospect on Facebook Live because somebody's taught it to me, and I'm fortunate. I'm very fortunate because like today, I woke up today to commissions. I woke up to commissions. I woke up to money in my account for work that I've done, and I'm learning more and more about really what residual income is. And thank you, Caitlin. I appreciate it. Cynthia Wright, good morning. Thank you for joining. So to make a long story short, yesterday I put in 13 hours worth of work yesterday. From 1 o'clock yesterday afternoon till I didn't go to bed till like 2. Because I had to, I have to create the slides, and I got to make sure that they they're doing certain things to make it look, jazzy. I had to import, photos. I had to fit stuff. I had to write copy. It was a lot. It was a lot. And, I have to be honest. Good morning, Adam Burke. I had to be honest. There were, it's a couple times I just wanted to just lay down. But I had to push through. Why? Because there are people that are counting on me. There's people that need this information, and it's my responsibility to get it to them. And lastly, the last point, like I said, if you're getting you're getting anything out of this, let me get some hearts. Let me get some likes so I know that you're getting some value out of this. And the last point, point number 3 is step up and take your place. You got to step up and take your place. You are here for a reason. You are here for a purpose. No matter what the challenge is, the bigger the challenge, the bigger the blessing. The bigger the challenge, the bigger the blessing. I want you guys to understand that. I want you guys to understand that you are worthy. I want you to understand that you're valuable. I want you to understand that you're not an accident. I want you to understand that there are people that are waiting on you. Waiting on your particular message, waiting on to hear your voice, to activate something inside of them so they can go on and they can bless somebody else, and they can stand up and witness your testimony and stand up on that and be able to share and build and do what they need to do in this life. So, you're worthy. You're worthy. You are worthy. You got to tell yourself that every day. You got to take 100% responsibility for who you are, what's going on in your life. If there's something going on that you don't like, change it. You can do that. So, I want you guys to go over to my YouTube channel, Hollis, Hollis 205. Like this video, like any video that you watch over there. If you're not a subscriber, hit the subscribe button. Hit the notification button here. You'll see it in the scroll. Hit the notification button here so you know when I come on. Like and share this video because somebody needs this word today. And I want you guys to know that you are worthy. You are worthy of everything that you want in your life. You are worthy of everything that you desire in this life. And you are worthy of the outcomes that you want in this life each and every day. So as always, it's an honor and a pleasure to come before you today. Follow me on YouTube, as I said. Like and share this video. Somebody needs this word today. Hit the notification button so you know when I come on. And there's a reason why it has to be you. Because only you can bring to the world what it is that you so uniquely have and are able to share. Okay? On that note, guys, I love you. Take care. Have a great day. And I will see you Wednesday morning, 10 a.m. Talk to you soon.